All right, Coach, the indoor season just a couple days away. How exciting is it to get it started?
Very. When we touch down in August, we're already thinking about when is our first track and field competition. So we've been planning for it, been thinking about it for a long time, and now it's here, so we're ready to go.
You have quite a few returners coming back from last year. On the men's side, you have Javi and Isaac leading the throwers. Can they do better than they did last year?
Yeah, that's certainly the expectation. If we were doing the same thing and not improving, then we weren't doing our jobs very well. They did quite well last year, and now we're looking to do even better, to make a lot more noise at the conference level and hopefully beyond. But we're looking for a lot of the older ones, a lot of the leaders to come back in and show a lot of the underclassmen kind of how it works. We've got a lot of talent from the top down, so we have a lot of individuals that can contribute, and that's what we're looking for.
And how about on the women's side? You have Oka Williams coming back, Geneva Anderson, Stephanie Vasquez. You got a good group of returners coming back on the women's side.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we've got a lot of those upperclassmen that have had that success at the conference level. Aka's have been, all conference pretty much every time she's ever gone to a conference championship. A lot of the other ladies have a lot of experience, whether they're running open events or relays. So we're looking for them to lead the way, for each of the event groups, and then a lot of the freshmen to really step up.
You had the Pistols at Dawn in December. You had a pretty good showing from everybody up and down that roster. Does that correlate into what you could see into the indoor season?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, there's the 5 to 6 weeks where they were at winter break. But with the philosophy we have in the program, we continue to drive home that the work must be done, whether they're here or they're not. So we certainly expect that to carry over. We did see a lot of great things at Pistols from all the event groups. Again, from the seniors, the freshmen, and everyone in between. So we were excited then, and we're excited now to really get to competing and letting those marks count towards conference championships.
You mentioned the freshmen and the newcomers. How important is their contribution to the team this season?
Extremely. We only have 28 individuals on the men's side and the women's side allowed to go to the conference championship. We throw around the word contributors a lot. Where we're not just taking 28 people, we're taking 28 individuals that need to contribute. That means score points. That's the only way the team can be successful. So when we go, we're looking at 28 individuals, on each side, and those individuals have to put themselves in a position to help the team by contributing and scoring points.
What do you think about your indoor schedule, starting with Texas A&M this weekend?
It's a good schedule. Again, we had to make some adjustments based on what happened at Texas Tech. It's unfortunate that their facility will not be able to be used. So we've had to make some adjustments in what we're going to do this year, change the plans a little bit, but that's the nature of our sport. You have to look at the long term and figure out how you're going to get what you need. But, returning to A&M to start the season, we're making one more trip to Houston than we would have otherwise. Before we turn our sights on conference championship. But I think our schedule is going to bode very well for us. We kind of get going, a few weekends in a row, then we start to pace ourselves, taking weekends off in between competitions, really to make sure that we're ready to go in February.
What are your expectations for the indoor season, and what are the keys, to success?
One, to compete. One, go and do work pretty much every time they step onto the track or the throwing circle or jumping apron, wherever it is that they are. Is we want them to compete. For a lot of the track kids, it's just been kind of competing in their own minds and against their teammates, and now they're finally going to get out and see competition, people in other jerseys, and as early on as they can, really just kind of get that taste for that and know that when we go to conference championship, that's what it's about.